Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say thank you for coming in my presentation. It's great to see you all. My name is Nadyaz Pramesti. In this presentation, I'm going to discuss about advantages and disadvantages of using e-learning and online learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. The purpose of this presentation is to share information to help us understand e-learning concept. My presentation is divided into four material. Firstly, I'm going to explain about the concept and definition of e-learning. Secondly, I'm going to talk about types of e-learning. Thirdly, I'm going to talk about advantages and disadvantages of e-learning. And finally, I'm going to tell you about the conclusion of the topic. The presentation will probably take around 7 minutes. Let me begin explaining the concept and definition of e-learning. Maltz et al. 2005, the term e-learning is applied in different perspectives including distributed learning, online distance learning, as well as hybrid learning. The internet has become one of the vital ways to make available resources for research and learning for both teachers and students to share and acquire information. E-learning is the use of new multimedia technologies and the internet to increase learning quality by easing access to facilities and services, and as well as distant exchange and collaboration. E-learning refers to the use of information and communication technologies to enable the access to online learning or teaching resources. Now, I would like to discuss about the second material. Gattani 2012 divided learning into two basic types, consisting of computer-based learning and the internet-based learning. The computer-based learning comprises the use of a full range of hardware and software generally that are available for the use of information and communication technology, and also each component can be used in either of two ways: computer-managed instruction and computer-assisted learning. Second, the internet-based learning. The internet-based learning is a further improvement of the computer-based learning, and it makes the content available on the internet with the richness of links to related knowledge sources. For example, email service and reference which could be used by learners at any time and place, as well as the availability or absence of teachers. We move to the third material. In this material, I'm going to talk about advantages and disadvantages of adopting e-learning in higher education. Some of the advantages that the adoption of e-learning in education includes the following. Firstly, flexible. It is flexible when issues of time and place are taken into consideration. Every student has the luxury of choosing the place and time that suits him or her. According to Smedley 2010, the adoption of e-learning provides the institution as well as their students or learners the much flexibility of time and place of delivery or receipt of according to learning information. Secondly, e-learning enhances the efficiency of knowledge and qualifications via ease of access to a huge amount of information. Thirdly, it is able to provide opportunities for relation between learners by the use of discussion forum. Learning motivates students to interact with others as well as exchange and respect different point of view. Learning makes available extra prospect for interactivity between students and teachers during content delivery. Fourthly, cost-effective. E-learning is cost-effective in the sense that there is no need for the students or learners to travel. Fifthly, take consideration the individual learners' difference. E-learning always take into consideration the individual learners' difference. Some learners, for instance, prefer to concentrate on certain parts of the course, while others are prepared to review the entire course. Disadvantages of e-learning. E-learning, in spite of the advantages that it has when adopted in education, also has some disadvantages. The disadvantages of e-learning that have been given by studies include the following. Firstly, e-learning as a method of education makes the learners undergo contemplation, remoteness, as well as lack of interaction or relation. It therefore requires a very strong inspiration as well as skill with to the management of time in order to reduce such effects. Secondly, the e-learning method might be less effective than the traditional method of learning. With respect to clarifications, over of explanation, as well as interpretation, the e-learning method might be less effective than the traditional method of learning. Thirdly, e-learning as method might have a negative effect. Okay, when it comes to improvement in communication skill of learners, e-learning as a method might have a negative effect. The learners talk might have an excellent knowledge in academic. They may not possess the needed skills to deliver their acquired knowledge to others. Fifthly, e-learning may also probably be misled to piracy and plagiarism. E-learning may also probably be misled to piracy and plagiarism, predisposed to inadequate selection skills as well as the ease of copy and paste. 6. E-learning may also deteriorate institution role, socialization role, and also the role of instructors as the directors of the process of education. Now, we are going through the fourth material. In this material, I'm going to talk about the conclusion. E-learning involves the use of digital tools for teaching and learning. It makes use of technological tools to enable learners studying anytime and anywhere. It involves the training, delivery of knowledge, and motivates students to interact with each other, as well as exchange and respect different point of views. It eases communication and improves the relationship that sustain learning. That brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention and see you.